friends, it's day 158. It's the last day of April. Today is April 30th, 2020. We know that April is National Poetry Month, so today we're going to jump right in with some poems. I hope you enjoy them. Let's recap. What is poetry? What makes a poem a poem? We've learned lots of different things about poetry. What do we know about poetry? Well, poems sometimes rhyme. Poems can have different shapes. Poems can be silly or serious. Poems can have patterns. They also have rhythm. Sometimes you will notice that poems have white space. Poems can be short. There are many different kinds of poems. Let's take a peek at these poems, all related to the month of April. A Real April Day, written by Lenore Hetrick. April for rainbows and April for showers. April for a bright hint of lovely May flowers. April for nonsense and April for play. Best of all times is a real April day. This poem tends to have a word that repeats. It's the word April. The title of this poem is I Like April by Lenore Hetrick. Do you like the month of April? I do. I like her skies of ocean blue. I like her breezes so full of play. I like each sunny April day. Her rainbows too I like a lot, and her weather for it isn't too hot. But one thing perhaps I shouldn't say, I do not like April Fool's Day. Once some pepper candy I ate. Once I tripped beside our gate. On a rope I did not know was there, and of other tricks I've had my share. I pulled a string and I got a shower. Found a mousetrap when I picked a flower. You see, I have two dreadful brothers, and then there are a number of others. They love to tease me quite a bit, until I nearly have a fit. Do you like the month of April? I do. I like her skies of ocean blue. But one thing perhaps I shouldn't say, I do not like April Fool's Day. Can you find the words that rhyme in this poem? Let's take a look at the word eight. What rhymes with eight? If you said gate, give yourself a pat on the back. Take a look at the word shower. Which word rhymes with shower? If you said flower, give yourself a pat on the back. Great job identifying some of the rhyming words in this poem. In phonemic awareness, we've been working on tricky words, especially those words that have the letter Y. Today, we're actually going to practice spelling those words. Earlier this week, we learned about AY and how that Y doesn't make a sound, but it does make the A say the long A sound. So for the next activity, you're going to need something to write with, a piece of paper, or a whiteboard, because today we're going to practice spelling words with the word part A. AY says A. This week in phonemic awareness, we learned strategies for some tricky words, especially those words that have the letter Y. We started off this week understanding that AY makes the long A sound. Today we're going to learn how to spell those words. You're going to need a piece of paper and something to write with. Let's put our knowledge to the test. Are you ready? We know that AY is the word part that we're working on. This is our word power. So if we're going to add sounds to the beginning of this word part, it'll help us understand how to spell. In first grade, you're going to be getting weekly spelling lists. So this is a great way to help you get jump started on some awesome spelling. Let's try the first word, hey. Say it, hey. The first sound I hear is h. Write it down. And then we know that A is spelled A-Y. Let's try another word. Bay. Bay. You say it? Now let's write it. The first sound we hear is B. A. Let's spell it. B-A-Y. Your turn. Let's try another word. Let's try the word lay. we hear an L. And we know A is spelled A-Y. Spell it, L-A-Y. Next word is the word May. Tomorrow will be the first day of May, or may I please have a treat. May. M-A-Y. Let's try some challenge words, some words that have blends. We've also been working lots on blends in phonemic awareness. So let's try an L blend word. Clay. Clay. The first sound we hear is K. C. O. And now we know that A-Y says A. The word is clay. Read it. Now spell it. Very good. Try another L blend. The word is play. P. O. A. Read it. Spell it. P-L-A-Y. Let's try some R blends. Ready? Gray. G. And we know A is spelled A-Y. Gray. The next word is the word tray. Tray. T. And then A-Y, because we know that A is spelled A-Y. Let's spell it T-R-A-Y. Now the next ones are going to be challenge words, so I'm going to put a little star next to them. The word is today. Today. Now here's where you can activate your snap word power. We know that two is a snap word. Two. T-O. And I already know how to spell day because I know it's the first sound that I hear in front of A. I didn't actually write it here. But can you help me figure out what's the first sound in day? Duh. D has a magic C. Day. Today. Today, it is going to be a great day. All right, one more challenge word, and it's the word sway. S-w. Very good. That's our blend here. Sway. Sway. So friends, we know that phonemic awareness helps us become better readers and better writers. Now you know how to spell words with A. You can practice them. You can have your parents or family members at home ask you to spell them out loud. Give them this list and ask them if they can help you spell some words. Yesterday, we did a really fun experiment and tested our predictions about whether or not certain items would sink or float. Do you know what my secret is to knowing what would sink and float and how I knew my predictions would be right? Well, today I'm going to teach you about density. Can you say that word? Density. Clap it out. Density. How did I know what would sink and what would float? Today I'm going to teach you my secret. Well, actually, friends, it's no secret. It is science. Why do some things float and some things sink? Well, it's all because of density. The more mass and less air an object has, the more dense it is. If it's more dense, it will sink. That means it will be heavier and will have less air. If it has more air and is light, it will certainly float. In the future, when you go to test other items with this experiment, don't forget to think about density. Is the object heavy and dense or light and airy? I hope you had a great time learning today about ways that you can figure out whether or not something will sink or something will float. We also practiced some poems and we learned how to spell words with the word part A. A-Y says A. Tomorrow will be the first day of May. It's May Day, and in honor of May Day, we're going to be thinking about flowers. I want to encourage you to check out all of the great lessons that our teachers at John Sweat are putting together. Mrs. Battles has some great lessons on math and subtraction strategies. Miss Roche is doing a really fun lesson on scholastic news. And Miss Fisher has wonderful ideas on how to paint like Pablo Picasso. Don't forget to check out Mrs. Yorenda's Read Aloud with Monty this week. And our friend Miss Shauna also is going to be teaching about the letter M with her Handwriting Without Tears program. Want to wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Continue to learn and grow and stay strong. Until next time, my friends.